Hi, Primas. I'm Roxy,
And I'm Giselle.
and this is the For Las Primas Podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
We are so back.
We're back. It's been a while.
So, Giselle, what's new with you?
So I had a baby. For those who don't know, we are keeping it under wraps, just friends and family.
I kept trying to convince her to do a pod episode. She's like, nope, not until the baby's born. So, this is her formal introduction as mother, mommy, mamacita. What do you prefer?
Well, it's so funny because when I had him, everybody was like, "Congrats, mama!" Like immediately, like everybody has the same tagline, and I was like, "I don't want to be called mama anymore."
Okay, so you don't want him to call you mama, or you just don't want people to call you mama?
I just don't want people to call me mama. He can call me
Yeah.
mama. He can call me mama.
Mama. So tell us about motherhood so far. The baby is how old?
So as of this recording, he's 5 weeks old. We're about to hit, I heard the 6 to 8 weeks is intense.
Mm.
Do you remember
And
that?
no.
Okay. Like cluster feeding again, cranky, like a leap, but it lasts from 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay. You forget everything. Like, I didn't remember anything until I went to visit you. And when I was holding him, I'm like, oh yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, just feed him. Because when I got to visit him, he was cluster feeding, and Giselle was freaking out that he needed to eat more than what the pediatrician was telling her. And I
Yeah.
was, this kid is hungry.
Starving. He did slow down like the next week and the couple days after. So I was like, okay. Yeah, after you left, he was like, I'm back. I'm back to normal, my normal ounces.
The whole time I was there, I was like, this kid is ready for arroz con frijoles. I swear, he's so hungry. So hungry.
Yeah, he was like really hungry. And then so now like he'll still have some episodes of like that, but for the most part, like we're back on a schedule. Like not a schedule, but like every couple hours. And he's like good with like the amount of ounces that he's getting.
Good.
But yeah, when you were here, it was like every hour, 30 minutes later. I'm like, oh my God, something's wrong with this guy.
Yeah, you were like, oh my God, what should we do? I'm like, feed him more. That's what we should do. There's literally, it's funny though, because when you're a new mom, it's hard because you don't really know what you're doing, even though you're in the field of you've been
Yeah.
with babies, you sort of know the drill, and still you're like, oh my God, it's just full of so much doubt. But
Yeah.
it's good to have other moms to help guide you or just give you some peace of mind that it's okay.
Yeah. And it's so crazy. Like, I know, like, as a medical professional, there's like textbook world and there's real world. And in the real world, it's not textbook. But my
Yeah.
brain is like, textbook. Like, no, it has to be this many ounces every 3 hours. That's what the doctor said. Like, in the real world, it's not like that.
In the real world, you have a hungry ass little
And
baby that's like, feed
yeah.
me more. Oh my
And then
God.
I'm like, I've been doing a lot of self-reflection on why I have so much anxiety around his feeding. And at the end of the day, if he's gonna get a couple more ounces, okay, what's the big deal? I don't know why it was a big deal for me. It was a big deal. But it's
Yeah.
fine.
Especially he wasn't throwing it up and he wasn't
Mm-mm.
pooping crazy. He was just like, my belly needs all of these ounces, please. But it's
He's like, I was fine in the womb, and now I'm out here and I'm starving.
what the fuck?
He was like, "¿Qué te mandó? I was fine in here."
It's so great to see you as a mom, though. You're doing such an amazing job. It's a really hard job. It's a thankless job. And welcome to the mom club officially.
Thanks. It's crazy because I feel like a lot has changed, even though it's been such a short period of time. Like, especially for the way that I view my body, I was thinking about this the other day because before becoming a mom or, like, being pregnant even and, like, housing him, I would have been having a yayo over the way that my stomach looks right now. Like, I would have been like, "I need to be at the gym every day, like, this is not, like, acceptable." And now I'm just like, I have a little panza, and it's okay because my panza, like, housed him, and I kinda like my panza right now.
Oh,
It's so
yeah,
crazy.
beautiful. I also love that you're calling being pregnant housing him.
Yeah, he had free rent for 10 months, let's be real.
When I housed him, I'm gonna start calling it pregnancy housing. It's just baby housing.
It was baby
Um,
housing.
I love that you're feeling body positivity. That's amazing.
Mhm,
I feel like so many women really struggle with that, but sitting with honoring the process that your body just
mhm.
went through is like the best thing you can do is just sit with it and
Yeah, I've just been sitting with
reflect.
it, and I'm like, "You know what? Like, it's okay. Like, I'm okay with this right now." And, there'll be an época when I go back to the gym and I'll be, like, hitting it hard, but right now, I'm okay with this and the way my body looks, which is completely different from what I thought I would be feeling. I thought I'd be like, "I need to go back to the gym immediately, and I need to go as fast as I can and get back to it as fast as I can." Um, yeah, but I did wear a faja, like Cardi B's meme when she's like, "Hennessy, give me the faja."
I don't think you even look like you had a baby, if I'm
I
honest.
literally I put that faja on immediately, and I kept it on.
I wonder, does everyone wear fajas? I know that in the Chinese tradition and
Mm.
Korean tradition, they do like binding, like they bind your
Oh, yeah.
belly.
Mhm.
Um, Hispanic people definitely do the faja, but we do the faja out of vanity. We don't do the faja
Right.
out of like health. We're just
Yeah.
like, okay, like get
Mhm.
all of this under control, please, as soon as possible.
I will say it did feel good though to wear the faja. Like, it felt, like, secure and snug
Yeah.
because I was also, like, not being a martyr after delivery. If anything didn't feel good, I was like, "I'm not doing it," including breastfeeding. I was like, "I'm not about to have my hoo-ha hurt, my hole hurt, and my boobs." Like, this is, crazy.
I am beyond impressed in the way that you have chosen yourself postpartum in a real way and not in a
Really?
selfish way and not in a way of like you're not neglecting your baby. You're just doing what feels right to you. And I look up to you for that because I definitely was not that way. And it was only 5 years ago. And I'm just like, wow, channel the inner Giselle because you really have been like, I can't pump right now. I can't
Mm,
do this right now. Guess what? This kid's getting formula and it's
mm.
okay. And he's healthy and he's gaining weight. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly, like, he's hitting his milestone, which was to gain his birth weight. He exceeded. So,
Hungry, hungry baby.
it's fine. I know, I know. I just anything that hurt I just feel like we as women have been through enough. Like, pregnancy was a long 10 months. Towards the end, I was, like, the most uncomfortable, like, what everybody says is true. After that, I didn't sleep during labor, I didn't sleep the day after because 'cause I'm, like I was exclusively breastfeeding in the hospital, and you're up, like, every 2 to 3 hours, and I was like, "I'm not about to live my life like this. This is, like, not sustainable."
Oh my gosh. I love that you have that mentality because I feel like that's so anti one, the current state of women and motherhood and all of the pressure of like breast is best and how are you not going to go the natural route and like I feel like there's a rise of like unmedicated births or home births and like all of that, but also our moms were martyrs, right? Like
Mhm.
my mom didn't produce enough milk, so she was just like, okay, we're doing formula. But in every other aspect, I feel like she was very much a martyr. Your mom was a martyr. Where do you
100%.
think that inner strength comes from?
Oh my god, I don't even know, like, I was at an extreme level of tiredness maybe,
Mm,
and just being like, "I don't give a fuck anymore." My
totally.
mom was a martyr because when I told her, um, that he had a bad latch and it was, like, hurting to breastfeed, she's like, "Así es." She's like, "Sometimes it hurts and sometimes you bleed and sometimes it's fine. You just have to do it."
Sometimes the nipple falls off. Like, what the hell?
It's like, and it'll never be the same, and that's just how it is. I'm like,
I'm happy for you. You're redefining it for yourself already, breaking cycles and not being a martyr. And that's not to say you're not a martyr. That's not to say you're not up with your kid. That's not to say you're not
no.
doing all these things, but you're just like not pushing yourself to a limit of no return. Because if your mental health is not good, nobody's mental health in your house will be
Mhm.
good.
Totally,
Nobody will
totally.
be good.
And then I think I just had, like, a moment of, like there was, like, one night where I was, like, doing most of the work, and my husband wasn't waking up. His alarms would go off, and he wasn't waking up, and so then I was, like,
Jail,
bitterly waking up
jail, straight to jail.
straight to jail. I was like, "Bro." So I would wake up, and then I was doing everything, and, I called my mom, and I was just like, "This is awful. I'm, like, waking up, doing everything, and, Ryan is just sleeping and, whatever." And I was just, like, having it, and she was like, "That's how it is to be a mother. I did it all. I did it all." I was like, "Ah." Which props to single parents. I cannot tell you how, like, throughout all of this, I've just been thinking about single parents out there, and I was like, "Oh my god, like, those are the real heroes because this is not for the weak."
I think about that at least once a day. At least once a day, I'm like, "Oh my god, how do people" like, I am struggling
Mhm.
with a husband that is 1,000% active. Like, how do people do it that just don't have that level of support? Like, single parents really are heroes.
Heroes.
What has been the part of you that you feel like has changed the most in the last 5 weeks? Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally?
Um, okay, I just watched this video that was like, "Once you become a mother, you become a bitch." And then she was like, "A bad bitch." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel like that because I feel like I don't care anymore."
Like what?
Like
Because you're about a lot of things.
about other people's opinions, let's say. Like, I don't really care if somebody's gonna tell me how formula is bad or whatever. I'd be like, "Okay, cool, like, I don't care." Like, that's what I'm doing. Um, or, like, when I had a breastfeed in public for the first time. There's a lot of firsts happening. I did have my cover, though, but I also was like, "I don't care if my boob comes out past this cover."
'Cause you can see also with the freaking cover. You're like, "Is this kid
I
on?"
can't see
Like
anything. I was like, "Wait, hold on. Let me go under the cover." And then there was a part when I was, like, taking him off or something, and Melanie's like, "Your boob is out." I was like, "I'm sorry."
Well, honestly, after being at the hospital and giving birth and everybody seeing your toto al aire, they're like,
You're
"Yeah,
like,
there's a toto, there's tits, it's just my body's
yeah.
out, it's exposed. What can you
Yes.
do?"
Yes. Yeah. It was yeah.
And anybody that sexualizes a woman's boob being out when feeding her baby is the problem. The
They're the
absolute
problem. They're the problem.
I agree. I think there's such a empowerment feeling that comes after you have a baby where I think my rage against men
Mm,
escalated
oh,
times
yeah.
1,000 after having a child. I'm like, "You could never,
Mhm.
ever." And also, it gave me a larger respect for women who don't want children and people who have abortions because I'm like, I wanted this. And there were times early on where I was like, did we make a terrible mistake? Oh my God,
Mhm.
this is so hard, you know? And that's not to say I don't love my child. That's not to say I wouldn't do it again. I 100% would. But it's freaking hard, and your
It's
body
really
goes
hard.
through it, and your psyche. You're always
Mhm.
thinking about your child at every hour of the day, and that doesn't change,
Mhm.
by the way. You've been at it for 5 weeks. I've been at it for almost 5 years. The kid is, like, always in my head, but it's like, as moms, we do so much too. You're ordering the
Mhm.
clothes, you're figuring out like the next batch of formula, you're doing the daycare, it's all these things and it goes through stages. And as they get older, it doesn't change. People stop buying your kid clothes. You're like, oh my God, all their clothes are small on them. Okay, I gotta buy new clothes. I gotta
Mhm.
the extracurriculars at school. What's the thing? Like moms just do so much and they keep it in here. The mental load is crazy.
Yeah, the mental load, I know. Um, I agree with did you say hatred for men?
I didn't. I said rage.
Let me go back. The rage for men. I agree though. It's just I feel like it's normal, and if you're somebody who like, I feel like it's normal to have resentment towards your partner. If you're somebody who doesn't, like, how do you teach me how to not have resentment towards my partner? Because there are moments that, like, he's like, I'll get to it," and I'm just like, "Why aren't you getting to it now? Like, why isn't he, like, a priority for now? Like, he should take priority over everything," because that's how I feel, like, he is, like, my priority for everything, like, he's not at an age where he can self-soothe, like, biologically, he cannot self-soothe right now. So
Yeah.
anytime he starts, like, crying, I'm like, "We need to soothe him or he's gonna be a serial killer." Any of these things are, like, gonna lead to him being a serial killer.
When I was visiting Giselle, there were 2 things she always thought. One was that he was gonna be a serial killer, or 2, that he was gonna die. "Oh my god, is he breathing?" I'm like, "What do you think? I'm gonna he sit lay him there and he's just not gonna be breathing? Of course he's breathing." But
I know.
I think that's funny, but I agree. And we have husbands that help a lot. Like, my husband kept
Mm,
me alive, basically, and at some point, the resentment was still there, and I think it's hard not to feel resentment when you have to go through so much to have a baby and they don't. Even when I would get really bad periods, I'm like, "What? You don't get this at all." Like,
mm,
ugh,
yeah.
like you could never. They could never. And this is where the deep mysticism of women comes out. And it reminds me of why women are so I don't even know what the words are. What is like a word that's like people can't figure them out? Like this is why men
Mm,
can't figure women out. People can't figure women out because there's such a depth. Like we can bear children and birth children. Like the depth and the deepness of that is crazy. You housed your baby in your body for 10 friggin' months. And then they come out and you are doing so much for them and you care for
mhm,
them. And in modern society, that is so hard. But I have been reading this book, Women Who Run with the Wolves, and it's about different archetypes of women. But I just believe that we're such fierce individuals that have been tricked by the patriarchy because they're so freaking threatened that they could never even like handle it. And the more time goes on, the more I just feel like men ain't shit, you know?
I literally sometimes I have moments where I think, "I cannot believe that the world is ruled by men. How did this happen?"
How
I
did
mean,
this
it's
happen?
the world is on fire. First of all, we ain't doing that well.
I read this article about how Gen Z is actually the generation that's gonna create like the matriarchy because they are so good at decentering men and also having deep female relationships and also not looking at marriage as the North Star for us, I don't know if it's cultural or if it was part of our generation or if both, but from the time I was 18, 17, I was thinking about who's my husband gonna be.
Mm.
And if I could go back, I mean, I love my husband. I'm glad I'm married, but I wouldn't have spent so many years of my life seeking and wanting a
Mm.
man. I could have had so many freaking hobbies.
I wonder if it was, like, the movies, like, Disney movies that we watched growing up, and, like, all of it was about, like, finding your man and, like, The Notebook.
Yo, The Notebook was such a freaking treacherous ass movie
The
because
girl, oh, what's her name? Rachel McAdams lady? Her picking Noah was crazy.
crazy, crazy, crazy. Never, never,
I'm like, "Why are you picking Noah? He's
literally.
low-key toxic, and the other guy was, like, rich and handsome. You should've just stayed with him. What are you
He's like and
doing?"
obsessed with her. He was obsessed with
Yeah.
like, they were both obsessed with her. She's what I call Toto de Oro in a movie. She had a Toto de Oro because all the guys were like, "Oh my god, it's her," and then she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, no." She's like a good girl, you know, pero se está metiendo con los 2 como una tremenda too.
Yeah. She was.
Here I am talking about, like, women and women empowerment, and I'm, like, talking shit about Rachel McAdams in that movie.
And you know what? That was written by a man, that movie.
I didn't know that. Oh,
Nicholas
because it's based on
Sparks.
a book. That's
Yeah.
that's right. Makes perfect sense. Makes
Yeah,
perfect sense.
because, in the real world, a woman would never.
It's crazy too, thinking about, like, women decentering men. I feel like in some ways, our moms decentered their men when raising children. Like, my mom wasn't asking my dad to do
Mm,
anything, and it was, like, very much patriarchal where, like, my dad worked, my mom stayed home with us, so my mom didn't work, but still, she didn't really ask anything of him. She was just like, "Imma do my own thing. I don't care about what you have to say." She didn't really ask for his
mm,
opinion on things. Dinner was done, the kids were fed, everybody was good. It's funny because the patriarchy is so strong within our culture, but we talk about, like, how the women are so strong too, and, like, our moms are strong as hell. Like, they were not
mhm,
taking shit
mm.
from our dads or advice or anything.
I think my mom becoming a grandma has triggered her her motherhood because, like, I'm, like, calling her crying and being like, "I don't even know, like, how I can do this," and then I'm like, "I don't know how you did this, like, you had 3 kids, like, I only have 1," and she was like, "I don't know how I did it." And she's like, just keeps, like, because she's like, "Your dad didn't help me, so I don't know how I did it." Especially with my youngest sister who was premature and literally came home and she was, like, 3 pounds or something crazy, and my aunt's like, "I don't even know how I did it with her." I'm like, "I don't know how you did it with her. I'm freaking out, my kid
And
is, like,
2 other
healthy."
kids. And 2 other kids.
Mhm, exactly.
I feel like after I had my son, I appreciated my mom on, like, a
Mhm.
whole different level, because it's true, you don't know until you become a mom, like, you cannot be prepared for the things that you experience. How are ways that you have really appreciated your mom? Do you feel that way too?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know how you dealt. Well, I just keep thinking back to, like, how she was dealing with 3 kids. That is, like, insane to me, and then I keep thinking about how it's also her first time. It's also her first time being a grandma, and, like, she's going through all these things, like, it's her first time too. Her first time that her daughter had a kid. So, the first time she has to comfort her daughter. So, I just keep thinking about that, but I'm also like, she came to my house for, like, a week and a half
Uh-huh.
after I had him, and I was like, "I don't want you to leave." Because she's been so helpful.
Right? You cry.
No, I did not cry. That makes me think about how Hispanic mothers son únicas.
Totally. Totally. My mom was here over Thanksgiving, maybe 3 weeks. People are like, "Oh my god, it's a long time to be with your mom." I'm like, "Absolutely not. My
Mm,
house is clean, my kid is taken care of, there's food in the freezer, there's leftovers, and she's hanging out with me." Like, I don't know in what time all of that happens, but
mhm,
it's all happening, and I feel so taken care of
mhm.
in my 36th year of life, you know? And we
Yeah.
talked about when I went to visit you, I'm like, "Are we gonna do that for our kids? Because I feel like I'm gonna be a little bit, like, more papayona than my mom is." Like, I don't know if I'm gonna go to my kid's house and clean his house.
I'd like to say that I would, but I don't know. Well, then when I called her that day, I was, like, having the meltdown about waking up and Ryan's not waking up to his alarms. She was like, "Just come to my house. Just come and stay here for the rest of your maternity leave."
How did you say no to that? It would have been like, "I'm on my way."
I wanted to. Ryan's like, "Are you crazy?"
What are funny things so far that have happened since you've had Leo, like, in terms of your mom?
Like, the fact that she wants to dress him like an old man is killing me. His Easter outfit has suspenders. I'm like, for the photo and that's it.
Yeah, they love the suspenders for some reason. It's cute, it's cute. And her trying to give Leo water at, like, a
Oh my
legal.
god. She's like, "Are you gonna give him water?" I'm like, "Mom, babies cannot have water." She's like, "Oh, no? They can't?"
Remind her they can't have honey either, just in case.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's
Are
crazy.
there things that she's done that you've, like, learned from her and you're like, "Oh, I wanna, like, do that," or, like, "That is a good hack?"
No. Not yet anyways, I'm going back to my mom's house next week, and I'll be there for a week.
How have you felt, like, supported postpartum since the baby's been here?
I
Or
feel like we've had well, then you came too, so I feel like I've had, like, visitors almost weekly and, like, stay-in visitors, and it's been so helpful, so helpful. The first time when my parents left, and it was just me and Ryan, I was, like, having so much anxiety. I'm like, "How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this without you guys?" It ended up being okay, but at first I was like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna do with my husband? I need my mother."
Oh my gosh, I know, we're, like, such mommy's
Like,
girls,
what?
like, how do you do it without them? I know.
So I don't know how I mean, it's like, I don't know how you did it, like, you were alone, during
Yeah.
COVID, and that's hard. Now I'm like, I don't even know, like, how I could have done it without my village here, and I didn't even think at first I thought I wasn't gonna want visitors, that I was gonna wanna be alone, and it's the opposite. I'm like, I don't wanna be alone.
I know, it's hard. It's hard. We were, like also, like, pregnancy was isolating, so we were already
Mm.
sort of isolated, so it was not as bad, but yeah, we would, like, stare at Max and just be like, "Dude, we have a baby." Like, the
Mhm,
first couple of days is so weird. You're like, I have a baby. Like, this is so strange. Like, this person is just gonna, like, be with us. This is so weird.
mhm.
Now, he's just, like, with us all the time. Like, I don't know, you just get so used to it, you know?
Yeah, totally. We both would stare at him, like, so much at the beginning. We, like, sleep when the baby sleeps, and the baby's sleeping, we're like, "This thing is ours." Nobody's sleeping, we're just, like, staring.
Oh my gosh. What would you tell your pregnant self right now?
I don't even know, I would be like I guess my pregnant self didn't appreciate the sleeps, the sleep or the peace and quiet. But I will say I'm happy to not be pregnant.
Mm,
Very happy
over
to
it?
not be
You were, like,
pregnant.
over it?
Like, I'm happy to, like, have my body back and move in ways I couldn't move before. Simple
Yeah.
things like getting out of bed was so hard pregnant. And now I appreciate my body, and I can just be like, "I wanna get up right now," and I could just, like, get up, like, it wasn't like that pregnant. It was like, "Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this," to, like, get up.
I love how spiritual you feel about your body, even though you might not
Yeah,
feel like it's spiritual, but it really is. You are really honoring and feeling really in tune and in love with your body. I think that's
I'm
beautiful.
just not that I hated pregnancy. I didn't hate pregnancy, but I didn't love pregnancy either. I
Yeah.
was just
I
kinda
mean,
like, "This is a thing I need to do."
especially the last month. The last month is just like, you can't breathe. I can't believe that we filmed an episode the day that you were going to be induced.
Yeah, because I went on a Monday. Yeah, oh my god, that's funny.
We did record on that Monday. But yeah, it does feel good to not be pregnant anymore. I liked it, and then I just hated it, and then I was just ready.
Mhm.
I forced my doctor to induce me and was like, "No, doc, like, we're good. This baby's coming this week." And my doctor's like, "Well, should we wait?" I said, "We're not waiting. We're gonna have the baby this week." So I know there's a lot of people that are not into inductions, not into medicated births. I did both, and I have 0 regrets.
I did both. I did an elective induction,
Yeah, me
which
too.
I was like, "I hope I don't have any regrets." You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, you know? What's gonna
Totally.
happen is gonna happen.
Yeah, agreed, but no regrets, right?
I I don't have any regrets. I don't know that I would do it again only because they use the Foley balloon at my hospital, which is like a balloon
Mm.
stretches you. That thing was the worst. It was the worst. When that thing came out and I was having contractions by myself, I was like, "I can do this," but that I couldn't do. But the contractions I could do. It was worse than contractions. It was so bad. It was so bad.
So,
But
that a form of induction then? Do they still do, like, the pill or the Pitocin?
they do. So they do the balloon. It's like the most non-medicated way to induce because it's like a manual stretch. So you're not taking any medicine, and then they'll give you also like a pill for your cheek, but that pill wasn't dissolving, and I took it out of my mouth and I flung it across the room.
You're the worst patient.
Ryan was like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "You have no idea. This balloon is doing everything it needs to do."
Oh my gosh. And then you just had
So,
him. How did you
and then I
feel?
had
Like,
him.
what was the moment when he came out? Did they put him right on your chest? Did you pull
Mhm.
him?
No, oh my god, like, it was so funny how you think, like, you wanna do certain things, like, I remember thinking, like, I wanna touch his head, I wanna, like, do all these, like, crunchy granola things, and, like, when it was happening, I was like, "Absolutely not, I don't want anything to do with it." They're like, "You wanna touch his head?" I'm like, "No."
Oh my gosh.
It's so
Yeah,
crazy.
they're, like, gross when they come out too. They're
He was
like
so bruised, like, he had a time, because also my labor was going really fast, so he was, like, descending really fast, and he was hitting all my bones on the way out, my spine, my hips, everything, so his whole face was bruised when he came out.
poor guy.
Yeah, he went through it. Being a new mom is not for the weak.
I can't believe it's already been
Yeah.
5 weeks also.
I know, and he's, like, already looks completely different. Looks like a whole
Yeah,
'nother baby.
I know. You're gonna look at those newborn pics and be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Newborn pics now, and I'm like, "Oh my god, thank God you, like, got cute," 'cause that picture, like, only a mother could love that face.
Nope, that's crazy because when you sent me the newborn pics of Max, I was like, "Oh my god, he's so cute."
Oh my gosh. Well, I am just so excited to have you on this side of the house, on the mom side. It's
Yes.
the best. Being a mom is the best, and having mom friends is also so important. I don't know how I would have, you're like, "How did you do it?" I had so many mom friends giving me support and advice. I had a full mom chat going where we all were pregnant at the same time. They were my work friends, and that chat saved my life because I didn't know half the things I was doing.
Mhm.
I just had like one girlfriend when it was like almost time, she's like, "All right, I got to give you what's about to happen to your body.
Oh.
Like, you got to push from your butthole. You got to da 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 da. It's gonna hurt. You might have a hemorrhoid." Like, she told me all these things. And nobody can prepare you for what it feels like, especially that first time you get up. You're like, "Are all of my organs gonna come out? Is my vagina just an open hole?" Like, unsure of
Mm.
what it looks like down there. You can't look also. That's what I kept telling you. I'm like, "Don't look. You can't look until at least 4 weeks. Don't look
Yeah. I did
'cause it's
I waited till f for well, no, this week, I think, or last week. I finally looked, and I was like, "It looks normal. It looks like it's fine."
I was like, "Don't look." It's so scary. It's, like, scary. Going
Yeah.
through like, birth is scary, post-birth is scary, you're not sure, like, you can't expect, like, what you feel like, and not enough people
Mhm.
talk about that. Like, the moment you stand up after having a baby is the scariest feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like it's a blur, and then I got preeclampsia postpartum, which
Mm.
was also crazy, but it also feels like a blur, and so I'm like, I joke and I'm like, I never know what postpartum's gonna feel like because I had preeclampsia, so I just felt like shit the whole time thinking that that was normal, which is like another thing that women are just so strong for because here I am postpartum tending to my baby, meanwhile having preeclampsia. Crazy.
I know, you've already been through the thick of it, you're like, "Oh, like, this is what it's supposed to feel like,"
Mhm.
and you
Exactly.
already feel like shit. Yeah, so what happened when you had the preeclampsia? How did you know? Like, what were the signs?
So I didn't even think it was preeclampsia at all because I know being an OBGYN, like knowing the symptoms, knowing the signs, I didn't have any of those signs. Well, for me, like at midnight, one day, like literally at midnight, my heart started skipping beat. Like I started having palpitations. And I already have a history of palpitations too. So I was like, oh, this is just like normal for me. And I was like, let me just check what my heart rate is. And it was like 40. And that's when I was like, what the heck? This is weird. This is so weird. And so I thought I was going to the hospital for a heart thing. And it was really preeclampsia.
That's
So
crazy.
which also is crazy because I feel like I'm a healthy person overall. I exercised up until my 3rd trimester, so, like, I didn't think I was someone who would be at risk for or have any risk factors for preeclampsia, and
I'm glad that you're good. I'm happy you're back. The
crazy.
pot is back. She's
The
back on
pod
the
is
pot.
back.
We are mommy primas now. Las ma
Wait, that sounds like it could be a TLC show. Las mamis
las
primas.
mommy primas. Well, we have the title of our episode. I'm happy Leo Earthside. He's just like the cutest little baby. I loved being able to spend time with you. You're doing such a good job. Being a mom is really hard and it starts immediately and there's no fucking warning. It just fucking starts.
You're like, I could s you're like, "Let me just take a break." No,
There's no breaks.
there's no break.
But I did enjoy, like, one of the perks of, like, early momhood is, like, laying with the baby and watching TV. It's, like, the best. I read my book. I read, like, 5 chapters of my book. I caught up on Summer House and Love Is Blind.
Yeah, that's, like, the best that has been the best thing is, like, contact naps or, like, he's fussing or whatever, and then you settle him and on your chest, and you're like, "That's all you wanted? That's so cute. I'm just gonna keep you here forever. It's fine. I'm fine."
Totally, we're fine.
I think that's all we have for tonight. I did just wanna mention really quick, we can talk about it more on our next episode, but it wouldn't be a For Las Primas episode if we didn't mention Bad Bunny and Gabriela getting back together.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, we're so happy about this. Like, ya era hora que se quitara of, like, the Kendall Jenner. We passed that freaking chapter, that dark, dark
Mhm, it's a
chapter,
dark
and
time.
they're back.
They're back,
So
the world is healing.
slowly but surely, the women are rising,
Mhm,
the moms
mhm.
are running the revolution. Well, thanks for listening, Primas. We love you, and welcome to motherhood, Giselle. We love you.
Thanks. Bye.